It is way past my bedtime. It's like 2:50 in the morning. Um, it's a bad habit. I've been getting over it for the most part, but I kind of got caught up with changing my ebook into um, a printed format. I was doing that over on Canva. I published the ebook maybe like a week or two ago, but I really wanted to get like a printed version, and I didn't want to deal with Amazon. So it took a while to find some place that I wanted to deal with. So I have a I have it through books.by, and I ordered a copy because I need to check it first to make sure that everything's perfect enough anyway. Um, yeah, so that's where I am with that. The book is one of three, um, and it's the only one that I've developed enough to print, but the other ones are close behind, and they deal with family scapegoats, you know, and the relational wound that is, and it offers the first book, the one that's published already, it offers um, like understanding of what that's really all about. Because although it feels really personal, you know, um, and essentially it is. That's not really what it's about. It's about well, you could read the book and find out what it's about. But when the copy comes in, I'll share it here, okay, and kind of go over um, that situation. The second book um, is about, it goes further into like adjusting to getting past it, because any kind of healing is not like a linear thing. It's like really um, like a spiral, so you go in and out, in and out. So, healing, it's a process, so the second book is like, deals with the next stage of that healing. And the third book deals with when you've come through all the healing, but now you're at a point where it's like, now what? Especially if it's something that took a long time to heal from, and if your identity was caught up in that state, whatever you had to heal from, it could be quite a challenge to try to figure out, well, who am I if I'm not that? So the third book in the series really goes into that sort of thing. And that's a recurring theme with any kind of transformation, even if it's like a transformation that doesn't have to do with healing from an injury. Sometimes, transformations could just be a life shift. You were a mom for 35 years, your youngest kid just, graduated college, got engaged, and is fully, invested in their own future, in their own life. And, you're like, now what? Yeah. So it doesn't have to be a hurtful thing. It could just be a different phase of life, a different stage, different opportunities, chapters closing, the opportunity to open new ones. So whenever your like identity that you were defined by, or that you defined yourself by, when that changes, transformation, you go through a stage of like, now what? So, and depending on what kind of thing you're working with, and depending on who you are, it depends on what kind of solutions are helpful for you. So anyway, it's late. I kind of did my thing, and now it's full on, so I need to try to wind down and go to bed. I just wanted to touch base. Good night.